Hi, I'm Marty Tennille, and this is my husband, Ben, and we're here to share our stewardship message for the upcoming campaign.
Several weeks ago, Perry Bacon Jr. wrote a column for the Washington Post explaining why he had quit going to church. And he explained what kind of church he would build if he could choose. He said he wanted to take his children to a values-driven community that was free of hypocrisy. He described his ideal church this way: I can easily imagine a church of the nones, meaning non-believers. Start the service with songs with positive messages, have children do a reading to the entire congregation, and then go to a separate kids service. Reserve time when church members can tell the congregation about their highs and lows from the previous week. Listen as the pastor gives a sermon on tolerance or some other universal value, while briefly touching on whatever issues are in the news that week. A few more songs, the end. An occasional post-church brunch. During the week, there would be activities, particularly ones in which parents could take their kids, and civic-minded members could volunteer for good causes in the community. Does that sound familiar to you? It calls us to think about what we would tell this advocate for the Church of the Nones about Circular Congregational Church. We would begin by telling him that Circular Community provides the framework, the knowledge, the support, and the guidance that enables each of its members to choose the way in which he or she will live a meaningful life. Circular is a church for the alls that welcomes whoever you are, wherever you are on life's journey, even if you're a non.
We would tell Mr. Bacon that this description above fits Circular to a T. We would add that each service begins and ends with an affirmation of support for those in attendance and those online. We're a congregation that looks after each other and loves to meet over food and not just occasionally. We would give some concrete examples of meaningful acts that abound at Circular. We guided a 9-member Afghan family through the most disruptive relocation that any family could be asked to endure. Circular not only provided material needs, food, clothing, shelter, medical needs, transportation needs, educational help for 7 children, but also emotional support. They were met in a new and strange country with an outpouring of love and support from strangers with no regard at all to the difference in religious beliefs. We would point out that our mission funds support local and international groups that improve the lives of those in need. 180 Place would be a good example. We would show our support for Cajun and the pursuit of justice in the community. We would claim with pride that Circular is a sanctuary for members of the LGBTQ community who may have difficulty finding a place of worship that values them as individuals.
We would welcome Perry Bacon Jr. to Circular, and we would show him that Circular as a church, as an institution, leads a very meaningful life itself. We think deep down that was the kind of church that he was searching for. As you consider your financial support for Circular this fall, we encourage you to think about and to be grateful for the many ways in which this church helps each of us to lead a meaningful life. Please give generously to nourish this church for the alls and to help it grow.